know.
Hey.
I put my 4G on, so hopefully that'll help. But
oh, okay, yeah, don't go spending all your money.
no, it's fine. It's unlimited, so it's fine.
So yeah, I don't know if you heard what I said. So what is there a certain avenue that you wanted to go down more than the other? Like,
always liked makeup. And when I actually was still at college, so like when I was doing performing, I was actually looking at uni to do like makeup.
yeah,
So I looked at like performance makeup, that sort of thing. Not necessarily like all the West End makeup, because I did like that, but I also liked all the fashion side of makeup, so like doing makeup for like fashion shows. Like I thought that was really cool, so I actually looked at that. But yeah, then I decided that I didn't really want to go to uni, so I was like, but I like everything to do with beauty, and I like talking to people, I guess, and stuff. Like I don't think I'd ever have a job where I didn't talk. Like I just didn't really talk to people, or just sat down. Like have to be doing something, like walking around. So yeah,
stuck in an office all day, just like pushing buttons.
Yeah, that would be like my worst nightmare, I think. I know some people love it, but yeah, that would be like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
But
I think as well, like you've got to have, especially like beauty, hair, performing, or even for like fashion, they all run so like they entwine with each other, and that's the thing. I think with what both of us do, and people within the industry of like whether it's performing, fashion, you have to keep. You can't just stick to just what you know and be like, oh, this is all I'm ever going to do. You have to learn, and I've found as I've got older as well, I've had to adapt to certain things, and I'm constantly having to try and keep ahead of things and new trends and new styles and new like things that are coming. But what's the word? I'm trying, like TikTok, for instance. A lot of dance teachers hated TikTok. They were like, it's ridiculous, it's rubbish, it's annoying. But I saw it as, I can understand that, but you need to embrace it, otherwise you're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
Do you find with makeup as well, like having to keep on top of new styles and new makeup brands and influencers and things like that?
Yeah, I guess so. But because I mean, stuff's always changing. Like if you think about it, like eyebrows, for instance, used to be like really thin. That used to be the really thin trend, and annoyingly, I literally like shaved all my eyebrows off, like when I was in high school. So like, yeah, I literally don't have any like front brow hair. Whereas now, brows are like so thick and like lovely and like natural, that sort of thing. The trends are like always changing so quick. It's like fashion, but then at the same time, there is no right or wrong way of like doing anything. No. So yeah, I think things do change quite a lot, and sometimes to keep on top of trends, but yeah, there's no right or wrong way, and it's also good to have your own little like this different like thing different to everyone else, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Have you seen the girl? There's a girl, I don't know what her name is, talking of eyebrows, and she embraces like the natural look, and she's just
monobrow, she's like a model.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, she's like a model, but they're really like, they're like black, aren't they?
Yeah, and she like literally so, because I was thinking, and Perry from Little Mix, her eyebrows are pretty full on.
Yeah.
But this, if you're not checked her out, people watching this, I don't know what her name is, but just type in like.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her name is, but yeah, she's like a model, isn't she? But it's
she's a
monobrow, yeah.
It's mad. You could write yourself your own job. Yeah. What would it be?
Oh, I don't know. Because I love what I'm doing at the moment, but I'd say what I'm doing at the moment, I'd love to carry on doing that, but do more like the makeup side of things as well, because I've always loved being into makeup and just being more like creative with things, I guess. So like do more makeup looks. I love doing like wedding makeups, but just be like bigger and just be obviously trying to be better than what I am now, and just keep on like progressing in my career, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. So what would you say your favourite? Have you got a favourite like makeup look to go to?
On myself, I don't know, because I love doing all the character makeup looks. I loved doing like The Grinch is like my favourite movie, like Christmas movie as well. So I'd always wanted to do that. So I loved doing that.
How long did it take you to do that Grinch makeup? Like the whole from beginning to?
I think like 3-4 3-4 hours, but then it takes longer than that because I literally take, every single time I do a makeup look, I probably take about 300, maybe a bit more photos, because I have a app where it constantly takes a photo. So if I do that so many times, I look through like 400 photos. So it's the editing and everything that can take absolutely ages, and even just filming. Like I done a video, for instance, and that was, I think, like 7-8 seconds long, and that probably took me like 40 minutes to like edit, because and it's crazy, like an 8-second video takes that long, but sometimes it can take, I think it's because I'm still new to it, so maybe if I was a bit more experienced, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, just for like 7 seconds.
Yeah, I know. And then you get like 15 people or like 20 people like it, and you're like, come on, people, like, show the love, show the love.
Yeah, but no,
so you like the character makeup more, or?
I love doing them, but I like more of like the editorial sort of stuff. So stuff I've been uploading recently on my work page with like the Diamantes and that sort of stuff. I do like that sort of makeup as well. I've never done that sort of makeup on anyone else. The majority, the makeup I do at work, people don't really have colourful sort of looks. It might change afterwards, because now, I guess now people are seeing my Instagram. I didn't really have that before, so I think more people would be wanting to book in for that, which is good. But a lot of people like more of the natural or glam sort of looks, which I love doing as well. I think it just depends really, but my absolute favourite makeup to do is like a wedding makeup. But I think it's just the whole experience. They're like my favourite things ever.
Yeah, I suppose it's a lot of pressure. Like, I mean, Brian does wedding hair, and I just think, you know, you get one shot, you know, and you you don't get it right. You do the trials and things like that, but the other thing is, you know, I can't imagine like being a bride or, you know, groom, whatever, and the skin on the day, you know, if you turn up, you've got spots, or you're like, you as a beauty, you know, especially going, right, okay, all right, you know, what you've got to work with on the day. So would you say are your have you got any influencers, that people that you look up to and you go, they are brilliant, like they're the people you go to for ideas or anything?
Oh, I have so many people, like so many, and it's so many different people for different things. There's,
who would you say top three are your top three people that you go, they're good, that good, there you go?
I love,
someone just written me in the comments. I think you see who it is.
I love Rebecca on Instagram. She's like REKH or something like that. But she's she does loads of like mini tutorials, so I love all her sort of stuff. There's so many girls who do like editorial sort of things. Like Paris, this girl called Paris, she's another one. I all follow them, so I reckon if you just type in the name, then it'll come up.
Come up.
She does a lot of like fashion, but like cool sort of makeup looks. She does really cool stuff. And then there's another girl, I can't remember her name, but I've just literally followed her. But she does loads of like character makeups, and I was looking through her page, and they were so cool. But to be fair, like I don't necessarily get inspiration just from like a certain few people. Obviously I get inspiration from them, but I get it mainly from like Pinterest or like just the explore page and loads of different people I follow, because I follow so many different people. Like my feed is literally just full of like makeup and fashion. That is like it. There's nothing else.
And that's good though. It shows that you're wanting to research and you're wanting to grow. I think there's a lot of people in different industries that I see and I'm like, oh, do you watch this person? Do you see it? And they're, no, I like doing what I do. And it comes back to that wanting to share each other's ideas without copying them. Yeah. And then taking that idea and then growing with it. You must see a lot of bad advice, bad makeup, bad tutorials. So my question is, what is your worst makeup look you have done or had in it where you've looked at a picture and gone, oh, what was I thinking?
Oh, I reckon it's probably one from maybe when I was younger, like in probably in high school. So like I guess it wasn't that young, but I mean I was in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my makeup looks pretty bad after a night out, so I guess that's another one. But yeah, and I reckon it's probably from high school where I had like no eyebrows.
Yeah.
But I went through like a stage where not necessarily like a tomboy, because I've never really been in tomboy, but I liked all oversized shirts, like beadies, that sort of thing. Like I wore like docks, like creepers, like
Yeah.
it's quite like, I guess, edgy, you'd say.
Yeah. Rude boy Rihanna.
Yeah,
kind of.
but I'd have like black like eyeshadow, like black eyeliner and stuff. Sometimes, and yeah, sometimes I just look back and I'm like, oh god, no. Yeah. And then my mum's like, I did tell you, but obviously you don't listen, do you, when your mum tells you something?
The thing that drives me insane is when I see girls on nights out, and the thing is, like, gay guys, we're like bitches of all, and you see girls and some guys I don't find as bad because we've had to look at it through girl mates you have grown up. It's the neck. It's like they just forget. It's like they forget their neck.
Yeah, you got to bend down the neck.
You're like, blend. You just want to do that to them. Like, it's like, blend. Just blend it down, hun. You know, or they do it too much, and then you get the tan. You get which I am, hands up. I have got a picture of me with tan round my white t-shirt. Never tan and then wear white.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's big.
No,
I did have a stage actually as well where I was obsessed with being pale. Which is like crazy because now I'm obsessed with being like tan.
Yeah.
But I just loved like the pale look, which is nothing wrong with it. But me personally, like I look back at them photos and I'm like, that really didn't suit me.
Do you think, like, one thing I think is really sad sometimes, and is with certain avenues, there's certain categories of people that follow that avenue, and I do think one thing I've always said is men with makeup. Obviously, I teach a lot of like guys, and I've when I've got guy mates and things, and I won't name any names, but like we've gone out and they've cut themselves shaving or something. I'm like, just cover it up, and they're like, I don't wear makeup. Why? This is a big question. Why do you think it's such like? Obviously, it's getting better, but kids are so shocked when I say, oh, you know, Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber, they all wear makeup on stage. You have to, otherwise you get glare. You get what? Do you even wear makeup? And I'm like, yeah. Why do you think there's such a taboo with men? Now, that's a bit of a big question, but like, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it's because it's sad, like it's a horrible thing for them, everyone to think, but I think it's because when they think of men who wear makeup, they maybe think of drag queens, which isn't like always the case. Like boys can wear makeup, like it's so normal for boys to wear makeup, like just maybe just like a bit of concealer underneath their eyes, or like to cover up a blemish or something. Like it is so normal. But I do also think that, and I think it's also maybe like the typical boys group chat or something, if like their friends thought they had concealer on or whatever, they'd be like, why are you wearing that? Do you know what I mean? That's like, but
definitely.
I think maybe it's getting better, but I can't see it being something that will be like forever okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah. One of the questions, as I'll read some, I'll get through some of the questions. So there was 6 questions. One of them I've already answered. What is your skincare routine?
So I have quite a long skincare routine, not gonna lie. My friend actually the other week asked me what my skincare routine was, and I was like, yeah, it's quite long, so I'll just voice note it. But I'd say, to shorten it down, the main things is I use an exfoliator that you can use every day. It's the Daily Microfoliant by Dermalogica. That's really good.
Right.
My work actually sell that on the website if anyone's interested. But yeah, that's really good. So exfoliating is like the main thing. I always make sure I've done that, and just moisturising and like eye cream, that sort of thing. But I make sure I never really used to do it, but now I proper massage, give my face like a facial massage. Just to like depuff the face as well, that sort of thing. But to be fair, I have so many different skincare products. There's never like it's never exactly the same every single day. It depends on how my skin is, because my skin's so up and down all the time. 1 minute it's really dry, the next minute it's really like oily and congested. So yeah, it's never really the same. But the main things are like exfoliate, and always make sure I do like a mask like a few times a week. Double cleansing is the main thing. But yeah, it's never really the same, to be fair. I just switch it up each time.
Do you say you had quite oily skin when you were younger, or?
Yeah, so I had like cystic acne when it probably only fit like, I guess, went away probably like 2 years ago. But yeah, it was so bad. But I ended up taking these like tablets every day, like Skin Acumax they're called, and they're so good, like so good, because they're like a medicine that can help, not necessarily a medicine, but they're like a tablet that you can take. It has loads of vitamins and everything in it, but it helps like your insides as well. And I'm taking ones now that are really good for like gut. So a good thing, obviously, if you are struggling with your skin, or it's just even with your skin in general, even if you aren't struggling, but you've got to also look at what you're putting, like eating, that sort of thing, because that's actually a massive thing to do with your skin. I'm actually doing training days next week all to do with that, and like diet and that sort of thing to do with your skin. But yeah, you've got to look at that as well. But yeah, no, my skin's never been amazing, but it was really oily, and then like recently it's been really dry but really oily, and still like the same. I get really oily like in my T-zone and like around here, but yeah, it just changes all the time, really.
Yeah, I think it's good for people to know as well. And obviously I deal with a lot of kids and a lot of teenagers, and it's such a shame because it does it. I remember the feeling. It just absolutely knocks your confidence, especially when you just you see so much filtered stuff. You know, I'm guilty of it as well. You know, I don't want to put a picture on. I've got a big old spot, so you do filter it out. And you know, the music videos, when you see Little Mix and Ariana Grande standing there, flawless. It doesn't exist. It, you know, it is. You're a witness to it. It is makeup and lighting and, you know, editing and things like that. So,
well, that's the thing. Like when on my makeup page, for instance, I won't post a photo where I've got like my massive double chin showing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you only ever see like the good side of things on social media, that's what makes social media, I guess, like not a necessarily bad place, but it's a blessing, but also not the greatest place to be sometimes, isn't it?
There is a question from Vicky, and I don't know what I've written there, but it says, what would you say is the best way to apply eyelashes?
So I use my on my work Instagram, I've actually got a video, yeah, I think it's under makeup, of me applying false eyelashes. But I put the glue on, and I put the glue on the lashes with what's it called, cotton bud, and yeah, so I put it on that way, and then let it go tacky, like let it dry for like 30 seconds, and then I use my fingers to pop it on. You can use like tweezers or like lash applicators, but I just find your fingers are better. Yeah, and then I pop it on, and then I sort of just leave it for a second and wait until it's dry. And then I like squish it together, and then that helps it stay. But I use the duo glue. It's like the quick set glue, and it's so good. It like makes your lashes stay on.
There you go, Vicky. You've heard it from a pro. What would you say is your top? I don't really know what they meant by that. I don't know if it's makeup tip or makeup. It's a top makeup. So when I think product, what is your number one, could not live without, but like that is the top?
I'd say bronzer.
Bronzer?
Yeah. Or actually, I don't know, if it depends if I've tanned my face, but I love a bronzer.
Right.
Or like a concealer just to go over like some areas, and that's done.
Okay. Which celebrity, if you could make any celebrity up, who would you make up?
What, as in like put makeup on my face to look like them?
No, make up the celebrity. So if you had a celebrity to do their makeup for.
I don't know.
You've got the whole clientele of people who would be like, I'd do her makeup. I'd love to give her a look. Looks like she's got good skin, or she's good for different things.
I don't actually even really have a celebrity I look up to be fair, but I don't know. I'll just say one of the Kardashians. I don't know. That's probably sounds like something everyone would say, but they're just the people who can come to mind. Or maybe like Jessie J or something. I love Jessie J, so, and she has quite cool makeup sometimes.
It's on an island. What would be your top 3 products you would take?
SPF sun cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
could be
there.
a cold island, but yeah. So yeah.
SPF. I don't know. Concealer, and like hairbrush. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Is that
I was looking at one of your videos that you did recently with the gems around like the eyes, and I was going to show you. So my beauty box, which I don't show anybody this. So I love dressing up. So like when there's Pride or anything like that, like me and Ryan will say, go all out or don't go all. Like there's no point a little bit here. I'm like, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
And like this is the box of love. So this is how OCD. You've got to give me a rating. So these are all the glitters.
That literally looks like my nail box.
It's brilliant. The thing is, right, everyone will take the mick, but you guarantee any party or any festival, it's me they come to, like, oh, have you got any any of this? Have you got any of this glue? Thank you so much for doing this. Before we go, I've got a quick fire thing that I do with everybody. So I'm going to give you 2 things, and you've got to pick one or the other. Okay, so, right. And it's the beauty edition. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Lipstick or lip gloss? You can
lip
only
gloss.
pick one. God, that was quick. Hair up or hair down?
Hair up.
For the rest of your life?
Hair up.
Hair up. Mascara, eyeliner?
Mascara.
Brushes or sponges? You can only use one for the rest of your life.
Brushes.
Sunblock or moisturiser?
Or moisturiser.
Lipstick on the teeth or a wonky lash? What's worse?
A wonky. Lips. No, I don't know. Lipstick on the teeth.
Okay. What's worse, spilling your foundation all over the carpet or spilling glitter all over the carpet?
Foundation.
Bronzer or blush?
Bronzer.
Ocean beach makeup or music festival makeup?
Ocean beach makeup.
And this last one, just because it's kind of for your mum, see what you pick. Take That or Spice Girls?
Spice Girls.
Yeah! You've officially just like rocketed up on respect level.
I love it. Spice Girls.
Good Spice Girls. Well, look, thank you so much. What? She's rude. Let me just check. There's any questions? Anyone write any more questions? No. So, if people want to follow you, are you on? Do you want to say what you're on, like TikTok, your Instagram? Because I know you've got 2 Instagrams.
Yes. So my I'll type it if you want, so people can.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Easier done.
I just have to remember it then. And then my TikTok is literally just my Betty GW name.
You never know. You might get married one day and you'll need a makeup artist. She's your girl. Oh, brilliant. That's fab. That's it. Thank you so much for doing this with us. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you, like say, once we get out of this lockdown, because I can't imagine it's like been easy for you either being in a salon and not being able to work, you know. Boredom is not the greatest of emotions.
Like the first month, like last year when lockdown was like a new thing to everyone, that was alright because it was sunny. Whereas now, like a year on, I'm like, I just want to go out to
work. Exactly. Over the snow now. It's not snow now. It's just slush. I'm done with it. I'm like, nah. I just want to get back to work, performing, and have fun. And hopefully, we'll all meet up for some cocktails in the sun at a Royal That would be lovely. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Betty. And stay safe.
Yes, you
You are.
too.
Take care, hon. Bye bye.